Hey y'all, it's Laura and welcome back to a scrapbook process video. This one is for the Cherry on Top Hop, and we're using this fab sketch from Page Maps to create a layout. Now, the sketch called for 3 photos in kind of an interesting configuration. So 1 needed to be landscape, 2 needed to be profile or portrait. And I don't normally do that when I print my photos. I don't normally mix up the orientations of the photos very often, unless I fully intend to do some sort of a grid layout. And couldn't really find any photos that already had printed that way. So instead I grabbed 2 3x4 photos, and I'm just going to do 2 photos on the layout, but I think that's okay because it shows you how you can modify the sketch for 2 photos instead of 3, and I thought that would be an interesting take on this sketch because each of us design team members for a Cherry on Top are taking our own view on the sketch, and you'll get to see 4 different versions at least of this sketch, and I think that's a lot of fun. So multiple photo layouts I do really enjoy, and the opportunity to squeeze littler photos was a bit different for me. I had to trim down these 3x4 photos to roughly 2.5 by 4. I didn't change the length, just the width, and that was so that they would fit properly on the tags like the sketch. You wouldn't have to do this. You could just have a slightly more spread out look, but I really wanted to stick kind of close to the design, and I thought to do that I needed to find some photos that I could trim down just a little bit, and these photos worked really well for that. Now this is actually part of a 2-page spread. Have not done the other side yet. It's probably going to be a pocket page. We'll have to wait and see, but it is with photos from my son's a wild adventure ropes tour thing that he did with scouts, and I love when they go on these types of adventures with their scout troops because then I get the coolest pictures to scrapbook, and thankfully there are plenty of other parents in the troop that take photos and share them in like the private Facebook group. And so if you are involved in a program like that, or your kids are, or even some kind of youth group in general, it's kind of nice to have those private groups where you can share photos. And as a scrapbooker, that is so invaluable to me because I can't be everywhere and catch every single moment. And it's kind of cool because some of the parents are really good photographers. And they catch moments of my own kid that I may have missed. And especially on some of these trips where I can't go, I have a couple of littles at home, and so I can't always go on these trips, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not an outdoorsy type at all, and so I am more than happy to let other parents go. My husband loves to go and take the photos and share them with me and be able to scrap the experience for my son without having had to be there myself. So now that I've got 3 tags, of course, I'm going to put twine in the tags. Now, learn a little lesson here that I should have figured out beforehand, but didn't. And be careful how short you cut your twine. Sometimes it creates little tails that, no, they're just too small. Giant tag, little tail. It did not work. So when they're a little bit bigger piece, I'll use that smaller section on a small tag later. But I really wanted the twine to stick out a little bit more and give a little bit of whimsy to the layout because it's very linear. A lot of straight lines, a lot of rectangles, and you'll see how I end up breaking that up. But I do love to start with a nice linear base. It helps me feel like everything is balanced and that it has structure, that it has a firm foundation to build upon. And then I add lots of things with rounded corners like hearts and circles and just different things like butterflies and florals that help to soften that linear look and give it something that's just a little bit more pleasing to the eye. Sometimes those sharp angles can be, ooh, that's very, very masculine, which in this case is fine because this is a masculine layout. But in some cases you don't necessarily want that, and so those softer items can help you bring a little bit of whimsy to the layout. So that's how I describe my style. Linear whimsical. Because it starts out linear and it becomes whimsical. So now that I have blathered on for a while, I am going to go ahead and get everything settled down. Now, I just kind of glanced at the sketch and then put it together. And then later, about halfway through, reopened the sketch and went, oh yeah, that was a good idea. I should do that too. And I do that pretty frequently if I use a sketch, is I'll kind of try to get the idea of the sketch and then just go from there. And if I need to look back on it, if I'm not sure if I'm done, then I will go back and look at it. But I don't just stare straight at a sketch. I just like to kind of take my own little riff on it. Now, I knew I wanted my title up here in the top left. That's where the title is on the sketch. And I fussy cut out this title from the Storyteller collection. The whole page is from Storyteller from Vicki Boutin, except for this wood grain, which is from Asuko Studios, I believe. All of those are at a cherry on top. And I may have cut 2 of those tags from the packaging. Vicki Boutin's packaging is so pretty. It's all watercolory and bright and painty and delightful. So I definitely use it every single time. I love her packaging. So I'm bringing in stickers, I'm bringing in chipboard, just trying all kinds of different things to add some texture and dimension to the layout without adding a lot of bulk. Now, luckily her chipboard is pretty thin, which is nice, so I can add it onto the page without worrying about it adding too much bulk or making my page pop up under the page protector. Don't love that. So this was a good way to do it. Now, I didn't want to go too crazy with the embellishing. I'm going to leave that top area pretty blank. I'm going to leave the bottom area pretty blank. I'm keeping all of my embellishing in close to the photos. That way, that is where the focus goes. I want your eye to go straight to the photos and to stay for the story. And that's my plan when I make every single layout. Straight to the photos, stay for the story. These photos don't have a huge story attached to them because, of course, I wasn't there. But I do want to comment on how much fun my son has with his troop friends, with all of these amazing trips that they get to take and places they get to visit. And because they're camping, it's not super expensive, which is really nice. Now, I have over here on the left side on this tag now, the title, a label, and a little kind of subtitle underneath that was made of chipboard. And that subtitle had a great big white border around the outside that I didn't love because it was drawing a lot of attention to itself. So I just fussy cut it down. Yes, even on chipboard. This piece was a washi sticker from the sticker book, and I didn't want it to be see-through, so I backed it onto some white cardstock and fussy cut it out. Fussy cutting is a great way to get the most bang for your buck with your collections and really get the look you want. So if you are interested in fussy cutting, maybe you need a little help with fussy cutting or would like a couple of tips, or maybe you're thinking, I couldn't do fussy cutting, that's too much work. I promise it's easy. I have a tutorial on it. I will link it for you below, and go check that out when this video is done if you'd like to. It's one of my favorite videos, I'll be honest, because I really enjoyed making it. So now that I've got most of the bits and pieces in place, we're getting down to the detailed embellishing. Now this happens to be my personal favorite part. I like adding in those little bits and pieces that really make the layout feel finished. That you look at it right now, it could be done. Right now, could be done. But it's not, and you'll see what happens as I add all of these tiny little bits and pieces, little hearts here and there, sometimes some Nuvo drops, sometimes some splattering, and those little details really can take your layout from looking, well, that's nice, to, wow, that looks cool. And it's amazing to me the difference that those details really do make, and I strongly encourage everyone just to give it a try. So I'm pulling the little bitty hearts off of this puffy, thicker pack, and just placing them around my already created clusters. I did decide to go ahead and bring in this cut apart piece. It's kind of a border that was in the cut apart paper, and I'm using that to create a faux border behind my tags because it felt a bit empty. And this nice strong border really helps to make those tags pop. I'm not sure what it is, but creating a little bit of depth with layering makes such a huge difference on the page. So even if all you do is add a couple bits and pieces, add a little bit of layering here and there, it just makes the whole layout go from really nice to really cool. So I'm going to add in a few more bits and pieces here. I'm decided to add a label at the bottom. So I'm using pretty much this whole cut apart piece on the layout. This label will have my journaling about my son and his friends' relationships. And then the other label under my title will have where they went. It had a very long name. It was like Wild Adventure Ropes Course or something like that. So I decided to just put that onto the label, and that way it had its own place. It would be easy to see, oh, where was this? It's on the label. And now tucking that underneath of my photos there does, again, give it that layered look. Finishing this layout up with some scattering and splattering. Already did the scattering with the tiny little hearts all around the layout. Splattering in controlled form with Nuvo drops. And then uncontrolled splattering with my gold ink. That's it for this one, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it. Until next time, be sure to check out the other ladies in the hop. Their links will be listed below, so you can jump along and see how they have used this sketch on their own creations. Until next time, bye!